Hey guys, welcome back to another video, part 2 of our Lowrider budget build.
As my son said, this is part 2 of our Lowrider budget build. We got the Big 3 kit to wire it in, which is right here. It's the I ordered it from Crutchfield.com. It's the Big 3 100% oxygen-free cable, 0-gauge power cell wiring kit. Now, I said in the description, this is a budget build, and we're doing a stereo system in it right now, and I do want to keep it in a budget, but at the same time, I want to get quality stuff and have it sound good. So with that being said, I did order this offline, Crutchfield.com. It was about $100, which was a little bit more than I wanted to spend on a wiring kit, but like I said, I wanted good stuff, so you got to do what you got to do. Now, this blue wire here is the power cable, okay? It comes around here, and I did get it. I know there's not very good light here. Let me see if I can maybe get a flashlight going on here to kind of show you what's going on. Okay, now, hold this. Can you hold that? Okay, now what I got going on here is the blue wire comes around here to the power post of the alternator. Okay, now you see I do have a zip tied all the way. Some people might agree with that, some people might not. But if you look really close, it's not touching anything. It's not free hanging. It's, it's pretty stiff. It's not going anywhere. So got that all, rounded up. I don't have a fuse yet. I'm going to put a fuse in here, just for fail-safe, basically. I also grounded the alternator right here on the back. I grounded it, ran the cable down, and attached it to the engine ground, which I have. It runs back here down, and then back here, on the engine. On the engine back here, so you can't see it very well, but that's okay. Anyway, some people call it the Big 3, some people call it the Big 4. I basically did the Big 4. I do not have battery terminals yet, so that's why all my battery or my cables are kind of sitting here just dangling. So I'm waiting on those, but I'm gonna get these two grounds hooked up. I'll cut a little bit off of this one here, and then I'll just connect it, ground the battery to the chassis, and I'm gonna cut the power wire, and I'm gonna put it in my new terminal, because that's a pretty long power wire there. So we'll get that all done, and we'll get it all tied up, and then like I said, I'll put a fuse in, and then see, I have like my auxiliary wire and my starter cable wire and my other engine ground stuff down here, and we'll get all that tied up, and should be good to go. And then I'll get an amp wiring kit, 0-gauge. We'll run it and put a fuse in, but that's not till the next episode. But also, what I was going to show you is that I also ordered a Pioneer GMD 9601, which is a 2400 watt amp, 2400 watt amp, 1 channel, 1 ohm stable. So I'm going to run 3 amplifiers in this car. I'm going to run 2 of these, which are going to run 1 12-inch subwoofer a piece, and I'm going to get 1 Pioneer GMD 8604, which is going to run all the highs, or the tweeters, and all the mids. With that, I'm also going to put a battery in the trunk. Now, with that also being said, I'm basically going to do an all Pioneer stereo system in this car. Now, I already opened up the Pioneer box. I have the amp back here in the trunk because I've been trying to look for places to put it. So this is what it looks like right here. Like I said, Pioneer GMD 9601. It says 2400 watt on the box. It's actually about a 1200 watt amp. So it's going to be running 1 sub. I'm going to have another one. It's going to be running 1 sub, and then the other one is going to run my highs. Now, this was the Crunch that I had up in the back. It's an okay amp. I never had any issues with it. Like I said, I'm doing an all Pioneer stereo system, trying to make it all match. It's gonna look pretty good, I think. So like I said, I'm gonna run 2 GMD 9601 2400 watt Pioneers. I'm gonna run one GMD 8604 Pioneer for all my mids and highs, and then I'm gonna get 2 Pioneer 12s, and I haven't decided what head unit and stuff I got yet. But also I have all the, you've seen all these wires. There's one big red one up front. These are from the old stereo system. We're gonna go through, we're gonna pull all these out. Here's a couple, see, we've already pulled these out. Had to pull out the old RCA, or old amp wire, or base remote wire. Pull all that stuff out, run all new. With that being said, that's basically all we've done so far, except for the fact that the last video we was in the driveway, and now we've actually got the car in the garage, pulled up on jack stands, you know, a little bit easier to work on, a little bit easier to get under. So that is kind of what we've got going on right now. We're just kind of trying to wire up the stereo system, get some music going in this thing. Then I think we're gonna, you know, go ahead with the air ride and the wheels and the tent and all that good stuff. So I think hopefully for the next video I'll have the terminals. I'll have the terminals and I'll have the other wires ran to the trunk, and hopefully we'll be a little bit closer to finishing the stereo system. So until then, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you next video. Please
hit the subscribe button and hit the like, and peace out.
Yep, just like my son said, you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We'll get back with you on the next video. Have a good one until then, guys. See you later.